Arthur Hayes, the CEO of BitMEX, he has said, I think it was like last month or month before August. Yeah, in August, that for us to start seeing any type of like altcoin season like really take place, we would need Bitcoin to go over $70,000 and for Ethereum to break $4,000. So definitely there's a way to go for Ethereum, but Bitcoin has been fiddling around with 70. The question is, how soon can we start breaking through and getting the bull run, the crypto season in full effect?
I will say I don't 100% agree with his statement that ETH has to break 4,000. I will only argue him for the fact of we've only really had like maybe I think it was like one alt season, maybe two, and what we generally saw was
Welcome back, everybody,
to another week
of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes Crypto,
the Unscripted
Crypto Podcast. Hey yo!
Hey yo! We should add
an odd recording day.
It is. We're doing a.
This is a Sunday night recording. Asia just opened. I don't think we ever recorded on a Sunday night.
If I ever mentioned recording on a Sunday night, William would be throwing fists at me. But special request from William. I said, you know what? It's all good. I'll be fine.
Why would I throw fists at you for recording on a Sunday? I don't think I've ever done such a thing. Yes, since there won't be an episode, we got to pre-record this one because I will be traveling and there won't be an episode for the week after. This week coming up.
Correct. So
I
suggest you guys,
for the Rollins out there following, the three of you, no episode the week after.
Smash that like button.
There may be short ones thrown around the week though. Be ready.
Yes, that is true. Smash that like button to show us some support and encourage.
Comment, share.
Okay, William. Enough plugging. We have a week's worth of content to make up for. And the market has been treating us quite brutally. Quite brutally indeed.
My butthole hurts. It's how I feel.
Of course. Yeah. Bitcoin is down. Solana's down. Ethereum's down.
Everything's down. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 57,400.
57? Wow. I thought it was 58.
Yeah. Nah, that was earlier today, and it just like bounced off of some fib levels that were right near 57 even.
You got a
which
chart
we
open,
do.
William?
I have a chart open.
You want to share the screen?
Okay. Let me do the thing.
I love it when you're so good at screen sharing and reading charts.
Because my computer doesn't have a fucking
aneurysm every time.
Temper tantrum. Unlike yours.
I need to do some like diagnostics checks on this.
All right.
Whoa.
So this is what we got currently. It's on the 1 hour, but 4 hours fine too.
So it did bounce off that fib.
It's not an accurate fib level. It's just like half. Like it's a 0.5. So it's not a true fib level. A true fib level is like a 618, 382, 236, whatever. But there is support here. How strong is arguable at this point in time. But you can expect reactions around here as you go back. It's bounced more than once here.
Yeah, it's bounced at least 2 times.
And we also see a little lower down to an actual fib level 618 at 55,154. From the most recent high and that low from that Japan carry trade day.
So those two things act as supports.
What's up? What does?
The two fibs, the 0.5 and 0.618.
Yes. Well, also there it's support. It's not. You can't just say it's support without there more things lining up. It's just a point of confluence. So if you zoom out a bit, you can tell we've been here. It's bounced off of this like $55,000 region before, It's bounced here, and it broke above there, but it broke, retest, and then flew, and it hasn't really tested ever since. If you go further back, which now we're just like further back, 55 is like around here, so there's prior history support to right around here. See what I'm saying?
That's way far back too.
Yeah, but this is old. But recently, we've been here a few times. It has bounced more than once. It's currently in a bounce zone. This is a more recent bounce zone. On a 4-hour time frame, on a daily, we've bounced harder off of the current level we're at than the 55, because we've only wicked down to 55. So if you notice, they're not full candles. It's just wick down and back up, and then up we go. See what I'm saying? Oh snap! I even noticed the daily's at the bottom now. That's good on the RSIs.
Yeah, RSI.
So we could see some alleviation. Before we continue, so if we want to look at something else, where are you? Here. So this is a website, CoinEnc. It's free. It does take a bit of power since it's all live, but you can look at the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin and other charts, and it just shows you where there are a lot of orders in the order book and where there's a lot of liquidity. So we're currently at, this is on the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin. We're currently at that level. So we basically are sucking up all this liquidity down here, and we could probably see it go down to that 55. But you see, the lower we go, it gets not so dark. Really bright yellow is like there's 435 million, like around that range. The darker colors, we go down in how much liquidity is down there. So you can see like there's a lot of liquidity here, and there's a lot to the upside. The lower we go, though, we lose it out. Like it's much smaller orders.
So there's more orders for 60,000 than there are for
lower down. So you see, it's like there's 168 million, 121, but it's much.
So then this chart tends to get pulled
to the upside.
So does this chart tend to get pulled towards where there's more yellow?
Typically, yeah. Typically, price wants to go where there is more liquidity, because that's where market makers make their money. Because that's where the most amount of transactioning occurs in the market. So as we pull this liquidity, means we're already reacting out here, picking up all that liquidity, and we should start to ideally, hopefully, push up at one point. Again, that's on the market maker side. Whales could just decide to dump it further down. That's also not out the question. And this is on the 1 week chart. So if you go even a little further to a 2 week, there's not a whole lot of liquidity left down below. So as you can see, we've already scooped it all up. So we can maybe make another push down to this level at 56,950, maybe even 56, even 56,500 to a little lower. But then we should see price start to move up at some point. Ideally,
that's good news. That's good news.
Ideally, take into consideration, it is September. Apparently, for Bitcoin, September is never a good month. So that also plays into effect. And if you look at the liquidation map, right now, this is longs, how many longs there are, and how many shorts. Right? So you can clearly tell that shorts outweigh the amount of longs we are. So meaning there's more liquidity to the upside to liquidate those shorts and get those stop losses essentially. Whether or not the market's gonna do that, it's what can I say? It is what it is. But it's just there is more pressure to the upside to fill it because there's more liquidity to the upside. Also, it is Monday. It is a holiday weekend in the States tomorrow morning. So banks are closed. So that will also affect, since there's not going to be a lot of trading volume either.
Oh, lower trading volume?
You'll see lower trading volume since it's closed. Since institutions are closed. So right now we're clearly getting a small bounce from this little angle right here. We touched it, basically got the liquidity. Now we're hovering.
Okay, yeah, because
there is no decisive uptrend or down. There's no decisive uptrend. It's just downtrend right now. So it's a waiting game. At this point, this is a little. I don't like this from this angle. More so from here. This is on the 4 hour. We're in a clear downtrend. On a decent support zone, where we could see a heavy bounce. It'll be, my opinion, if we see a bounce, it'll be something like that. And your first line.
So it's a potential trade opportunity.
I would say so. A riskier one, just because we are still in downtrend. We haven't broken any trend lines or anything. But it would be, you'll look at something like this. You'll TP around here. Just some to be on the safe side. Maybe around there, halfway. And then leave the rest to this 50-day MA. Where we're definitely going to get some hard resistance. Because that fills up the liquidity we're just talking about at 62. Right? 60. And this is 61. So 62 here is very little liquidity.
Yeah. So 60 looks like it's where
60 looks like a solid. Yeah. 60 looks like we're the most likely opportunity of going to.
I'm going to add this website to my tabs. CoinInc.
Yeah. But that's what Bitcoin's doing. Everything else is on the same downtrend. Some of them are on similar supports or even better.
Mm-hmm.
But if Bitcoin decides to do another rail down, everything else is going to go down with it. There's no stopping it. Some things are just in a better range than other tokens, and some things are just like in a stronger downtrend. CAS, for an example, has been really rangy. Even though Bitcoin's pushing down, CAS is more so in just a tunnel. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
Versus other tokens are just like bleeding downwards. Well, that's Bitcoin for you. And on that same note, since we mentioned September
being relatively bad for Bitcoin,
a crappy month. Let me just share the screen one more time. Oh, not there. We've seen this chart more than once, so we'll share it again. So this is what September looks like. This is just the history of Bitcoin throughout the years and what it typically does month to month. As of right now, you can clearly see September is typically a red month. No way around it. We can see another red September, or since there are rate cuts this specific September, I forgot which one of these also had a rate cut. We could see a more positive September because maybe people decide to go risk on in asset classes.
We also did cover the fact that there was like this time period after the halving where Bitcoin typically tends to like fiddle around its range until it breaks through, and that
we're at the end of that range.
Yeah, at the end of September, we're at the end of that range.
Yeah, so typically that's Q4 is where we see that a 3-month run of green, where clearly you can see Q4 historically is positive. October, November, December are pretty positive for the most part, especially happening years.
Yeah.
And we are in that, what I was talking about, that accumulation range. We're still in it. We haven't left it. And we've been in it for like 160 days now. Or 100 plus. We've been in it for 100 plus days. We're as history has done in other cycles.
I'm fine with that being. I'm fine with that being the case for the month of September. Gives me the opportunity to stack some more cheap sets, relatively cheap, because the bull run will be taking effect soon.
Yeah, typically end of September, going to October, that later October, November, December, we should see some good push.
Yeah. Arthur Hayes, the CEO of BitMEX, he has said, I think it was like last month or month before August. Yeah, in August, that for us to start seeing any type of like alt season, altcoin season, like really take place, we would need Bitcoin to go over $70,000 and for Ethereum to break $4,000. So definitely there's a way to go for Ethereum, but Bitcoin has been fiddling around with 70. So the question is when we start breaking, or like how soon can we start breaking through and getting the bull run, the crypto season in full effect?
I will say I don't 100% agree with his statement that ETH has to break 4,000, and I will only argue him for the fact of we've only really had like maybe I think it was like one alt season, maybe two, and what we generally saw was money goes into Bitcoin, profits from Bitcoin go to ETH profit goes to lower cap, to mid caps, like to other higher cap tokens, and then just trickles down to all the way to high risk, low cap tokens. We don't necessarily have to see ETH go to past 4,000 in this situation to get that, since earlier in the alt season run, like up until March, ETH wasn't blowing up as in like prior cycles, and all the other alts were running very hard. On that same note, you also didn't see ETH fall as hard as other alts.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I just feel like ETH just isn't performing this well this season, this time around.
And a lot of people are so bullish on ETH because it's become more institutionalized.
Yeah. But I think really more than ETH doubling its value, I think Solana doubling its value would be a much greater indicator of alt season getting kicked off, because Solana is much faster and it will enable a lot more transactions. And even so, looking at the chart now, I don't even think it needs to double. Solana's currently sitting at $130. Maybe if it just gets to 250 instead of 300, we should
250.
We should see a lot.
It's prior all-time high, pretty much.
Yeah. Really? Would it be? Is that a number here? No, I'm gonna have to go all the way. I'm gonna have to look at it in the chart. Well, according to CoinMarketCap, CoinMarketCap, Sol all-time high looks like it's $236.49.
Hey man, 250.
Yeah, like 250. And I just think that's crazy, seeing how just a few months ago, Sol, well, not a few months ago, at this point a year ago, Sol was sitting at $19.
It got all the way down. It got to $7.
Yeah, but that was
on its low lows. It got to $8.
Yeah, but that was more than a year ago.
Was it? Yeah, that was 2022.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. A year and a half ago, currently.
So, do you know when this rate cut's gonna take place?
I haven't looked at when the Fed meeting is, but I think it's the second week or third week of September. We'll have to look up when the next Fed meeting is, and that's when they're announcing it. I haven't looked at it. I really don't know. It's typically, I think, the second week of September.
I think it's the second.
Maybe the third.
So Arthur Hayes also said that if we do get a rate cut, which there's a good chance that we are, he thinks that might be the catalyst that will bring Bitcoin up to $100,000.
With the one rate cut?
with the 1 rate cut, as in like the statement says. Let me see if I could. It could derail the Japanese yen carry trade crash.
Yeah. I don't know about 100,000, but yes.
Yeah, 100,000 does seem a little bit steep. But if we break 70, that might be exciting.
I mean, it would definitely be exciting. Yeah, Bitcoin in itself has been in a range,
trading sideways for a very long time now.
Yeah, for 100 plus days. It is called the reaccumulation range. So we've still been in that. So once it breaks out of it, it could just ideally be that push.
Everyone's getting bored of these prices already. Everyone's feeling poor again.
Well, that's a saying that Rect Capital keeps on saying. It goes, Bitcoin, the market will make it so that you get uninterested again. Once everyone's out of the market, it will continue its uptrend. Once it makes you feel that the bull run is over, it will continue its uptrend.
Yep, it's all an endurance game over here with Bitcoin.
The reason a lot of people are suffering is because a lot of people are leverage trading and not spot and holding, and it's just in that situation your money does start to go away slowly.
Yeah,
because you're not holding the actual asset.
And then people will be taking out credit card loans just to buy Bitcoin, which is commendable, but not commendable for like your bravery. It's gone good for some people, and those people survived, so they will talk very highly about taking out loans, high interest loans, to buy Bitcoin. But that is very risky because high interest loans do need to be paid off.
One way or another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could really get wrecked.
Literally.
Yeah, but since we're talking about Bitcoin, I do want to mention El Salvador has reached 162 Bitcoins, buying daily and day in, day out. Recently they bought 162 Bitcoin. So their total amount of Bitcoin, El Salvador's holding about 5,851 Bitcoin.
Okay. When you said 100, like they've only accumulated 161, I'm like, that's all they have?
Yeah, no, my bad. No, yeah, they've been accumulating Bitcoin.
Yeah, I was like, but they've been buying for a while.
Yeah,
Salvador should have way more Bitcoin than that.
Yeah, I worded that a little weird. But yeah, so it's going pretty well for El Salvador. They're stacking sats. They're gonna be doing really good when it comes to the nation state race of accumulating Bitcoin, because they're not gonna sell their Bitcoin.
I mean, isn't there another company that's also still buying Bitcoin? Not MicroStrategies, of course, or MetaPlanet.
Oh no, I only know of MetaPlanet besides MicroStrategies. Like, I just feel like MetaPlanet keeps on doing really good with their, I guess, campaign and making sure people are aware that they're still buying.
Okay. Awesome sauce. Alrighty. On that same note, we also had last week Nvidia earnings come out.
We did.
Hmm?
We did. How did they do?
Which they completely killed it.
They did good.
So adjusted EPS, which is I don't remember what it's called. Damn
earnings per share.
I apologize. Earnings per share. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they expected $2.09 per share. The actual was $2.70 per share.
Wow.
They killed it. So revenue. I think this revenue number is for the full year. I could be wrong. I'm gonna double check it now. Revenue's at 10.32 billion. It's up 171% year over year.
Wow.
And the key driver was high demand for AI chips like A100s and H100s.
Yep, sounds about right.
And you know what the price did?
The price of Nvidia stock?
Yes.
Well, seeing how earnings were beaten expectations, I would assume they went up.
They went down.
They went down.
Tell me how we're in a point where a company beats expectations by a good amount, 3 to 4%, and the price of the stock goes down. If the price is going down with good earnings, could you imagine what happens the day they have bad earnings, or they don't, or they just meet expectations? What happens then?
Yeah, that's wild. That's kind of crazy. Makes me wonder if there's like some other type of factor that investors are looking at, like employee retention or like investing into the company.
Why would that matter?
Because if let's say earnings are up, but that's because you didn't invest as much money, then that means that there's less potential return in the future.
No, that doesn't mean that. It just means he made more money. This is revenue. This isn't profit.
Oh, revenue.
Yeah, these are not. Yeah, this is
No,
revenue year over year.
You said EPS, earnings per share. That is profit.
I don't think
earnings
so.
per share.
I think earnings per share just means how much they made per share.
Oh, based off of the total revenue of the year.
Right, based off their total revenue.
Divided by how many shares.
I think that's how they get that number.
I'm going to pull up our handy dandy trusty AI companion.
Grok?
I'm
kidding.
Copilot, dude. Copilot.
What? What's that?
You don't know Copilot?
Mm-mm.
Microsoft.
I don't know about Copilot.
It's Microsoft's AI.
I thought they're using the one that was in OpenAI.
You're right, William. It's net income divided by outstanding shares. Yeah, so it's.
I went to school for some reason.
Yeah, I thought it was revenue, like
It is revenue. It's not profit.
Profit. I thought it was profit.
Yeah, it's not how much he took home, like in the bank. No.
Yeah, I know. If that's the case, then that makes no sense. Like it should absolutely go up.
Yeah. So imagine the day like they have bad earnings.
Bad
like,
being
or regular earnings.
No, yeah, bad being they didn't meet expectations.
Yeah, not even thinking. They just like how it's happened to Meta and Apple and everyone else. Their expectation was like 210, and they got 205.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would kill that would kill the stock price. But either way, you're buying stock price currently at its current evaluation, they're still hitting their earnings. It's still a good company to buy. Meaning the actual asset is still
good
producing.
I agree. I think Nvidia has a lot of potential still. I got asked the other day by someone. They're like, "Oh, Nvidia's got to do a correction, right?" I go, "Maybe, but not anytime soon."
What do you consider correction though?
Nah, like they were telling me that it's overvalued, like completely overvalued.
Like the entire company is completely overvalued?
Yeah.
So you see that argument, in my opinion, I can agree with it if the company's not performing.
Mm-hmm.
But the company is performing. if you're telling me like Tesla, you can say a lot of people are saying Tesla was overvalued, and that sentiment was also based on the company wasn't performing in the eye of the people to where the price was trading at, versus Nvidia, in my opinion, is performing at its price. If it's earning and beating expectations consistently, it hasn't missed one yet, and the demand for AI chips only goes up, how you can't expect a correction on that if it's still the asset's still doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yep, I agree.
Why hasn't Coca-Cola had a crazy correction? Right? Because people are still buying Coke.
Because people are still buying Coke. Fair.
They're still
That's
buying
a fair
it.
statement. Yeah, that's why I was like, bro.
Yeah, that's a crazy statement, that dude.
I was like, I don't know, bro. I feel like Nvidia still got a lot of potential to keep on making money, so I don't think it's overpriced.
Like you can see, like,
and like the difference with like Tesla is like the price for the Tesla vehicles went up dramatically, and not because of demand, I guess, but more so just because like inflation, like
other
things
stuff
overall got
like costs, other outside forces.
So like the actual value of that product, like people got priced out. They're like, this isn't worth it anymore for Tesla's target client. But Nvidia's target clients are scooping up their product left and right, no matter what the price is, because there's always someone in need of more AI capability.
Yeah,
computational power.
And also Nvidia did like have a 20% pullback like a couple months ago. You want to do it again? I don't know. I'm saying 20 because like that's the number I have in my head, but I think it was like 17, something like that.
I don't remember.
But it had a respectable amount.
Damn, that was a good time to buy Nvidia.
Yeah, it went from like it was like the first time like it broke its all-time high, and then it went down like 15%, and then a couple weeks later it broke its all-time high again, and like kept on going. Respectively.
Yeah, I see it. Early August actually was when it was at the bottom.
Of when?
This year.
August was last month though.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about earlier.
Oh, earlier?
Yeah.
The only other dip that I see would be April 19th. From March 22nd to April 22nd is, hold on, this is kind of hard to do on Robinhood.
Yeah, that was the one in August.
Where they dropped, there they dropped 20%. And it was exactly 20%. March 25th through April 19th.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but this dip happened to be 26%. So it was even greater, and July 10th it started trading down all the way till August 7th, 26%. So
I will say the August one do take it with a grain of salt because
of the whole Japan.
That's also that.
Facts.
And right now it's trading back at 119, and it's been dipping down. It got back to 130.
Facts. It did.
So I think there's a lot more uptrend. Also, the reason I also say there's more up to it, and to what you were just to add to you was they're gonna start a stock buyback.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's just gonna naturally push the price up.
Definitely.
So I'll keep on holding it.
I'm gonna keep on holding it. He says it doesn't pay any dividends, right? I'm assuming not.
It does.
It does? That's wild.
I think.
Oh, but please, dude, that's no dividend. 0.02%. 0.02%.
Is that is it what? Is that 0.02? It's 0.03.
No, dude, I just saw it. It said 0.02.
I'm pretty sure it's 0.03.
Dividend yield 0.02%. Robinhood doesn't. I mean, I don't know if Robinhood lies. I feel like I'm not gonna say things like that. Robinhood doesn't lie. I don't know about that. I'm not trying to smear Robinhood. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know them like that.
You could. I mean, you're probably right. I just remember. I thought I said 2.3.
Either way, William, we're arguing over pennies there. 0.03%, 0.02%. That's tiny.
Not for the shareholders who have
that is true.
gotten paid in stock.
That is true. Those shareholders be making hella bread with those 0.03%.
Yeah. Also, the stock typically goes up. It already just did. It just did a stock split as well.
Yeah.
0.02 will add up. Yeah, you see, I just looked it up on Yahoo. It says forward dividends and yield 0.04, 0.03%.
I mean, it's not really that much with a $2 billion stake in Nvidia. That 0.02% only nets you $400,000. I mean, they could live comfortably with that. Don't get me wrong, but if you got $2 billion sitting around, William, they're not working already.
True. Well, tomato. Also, they can also just start paying out more later.
Sure. No. That's the reason why they don't issue out dividends. It's because they expect that the value of the company will go up enough to justify not paying out dividends.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough of Nvidia's fucking deep-throating.
Forget Nvidia. Yeah. Facts. Elon Musk dodged a bullet apparently.
You want to go to them? Oh, why? Okay, no,
okay.
He didn't go. What did Elon do?
Well, a while ago, Elon Musk and Tesla were being charged with, or like they're part of this court case about manipulating the price of Dogecoin.
Oh, normal.
And yeah, so recently a U.S. judge, Judge Alvin Hellerstein, made the decision on Thursday that Elon Musk is not like liable for these actions, and that he like essentially that he's not. So one of the claims is that he became Dogecoin CEO. So that essentially the judge was like, these are not reasonable claims to involve Elon Musk and Tesla into the lawsuit for Dogecoin.
Who was suing? Who was the lawsuit? The
I'm assuming it's the SEC. Yeah,
we assume anything with Elon or like anything crypto is the SEC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
handing
the
out
SEC.
Wells notices.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the SEC saying they're going after Dogecoin, and they tangled up Elon into that, being like, bro, you're the CEO of Doge. Of course you're getting the Wells notice. So then the judge was like, no, he's obviously not the CEO of Doge.
That's funny. Well, before we get into deeper Elon news, because you mentioned the Wells notice, OpenSeas was also hit with a Wells notice last week.
I'm glad you brought that one up because I saw that too. That's crazy. They were shocked.
Do you know why they got hit with a Wells notice?
Trading securities.
For trading unregistered securities.
Of course. That's all the SEC says, because guess what? They're the Securities Exchange Commission.
So now you're essentially saying, so art is an unregistered security?
maybe that might be okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Maybe the SEC is saying, some of the NFTs that you've been selling, some of the art, falls under securities.
That's not what they're suing for, though. That's not the Wells notice.
Okay, explain to me the Wells notice then. Because that's the only defense. That's the only defense I got for the SEC.
It just says, OpenSeas says the American securities regulator has warned that the company that it could face an enforcement action for selling unregistered securities on its non-fungible token NFT marketplace. It is not specifying what they're going after. No, they're not saying these things, like these specific projects are non-registered. It's just saying because you're giving a platform in which people can buy and sell these unregistered securities. Because they're not. Because also they didn't go after a specific token, or a specific project. They just went after OpenSea.
Yeah.
So if anything, they will go after OpenSea for being a broker dealer or one of the, or an exchange, or what's the other one? It's not broker dealer. It's one of the other things they go after.
I see.
So yeah, that's a whole thing on its own.
Yeah, so the CEO of OpenSea, Devin Finzer, based off of the article that I saw, which I'm pretty sure might have been the same article that you saw, but I don't have it open right now, so I'm gonna need the link.
On CoinGeek?
Was it CoinGeek? Hold on. I do have the link. Give me a second. No, Bankless actually.
Oh.
The CEO Devin Finzer said that this Wells notice threatens creatives, like essentially going after like the whole art space. It's gonna make people not willing or wanting to make art.
Yeah, if you go after actual projects, I get it. But if you're not going after actual projects, you're just saying like art or whatever, like, okay, so actual art itself it's also unregistered securities. Like trading cards are unregistered securities, like actual trading cards.
Yeah, essentially. Those seem to fit the bill so much.
At this point.
But unsurprisingly, OpenSea will be fighting back.
Yeah, that was a given.
But not only are they fighting back, they've also offered $5 million to support any like NFT artists that also end up having to go to litigation.
Oh, snap. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's some cool beans.
Yeah, the $5 million to go up against the SEC, though, is kind of crazy. So I'm pretty sure they're just
Not
hiring.
Enough money?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just hiring one lawyer for $5 million. They'll be like, "We're gonna throw all these cases at you."
Nah, that homie will have a rough few couple months to a year.
Yeah, but his year's paid for, all good. That's his one job. That'd be funny. Imagine SEC, that's OpenSea telling that lawyer, be like, okay, we got 25 artists over here that are gonna fight the SEC.
The thing is, it wouldn't be able to be one lawyer. It would be a team.
Yeah, of course. No, it'll definitely be a team. It'll be a couple of lawyers, probably like three.
It'd be a team.
Three lawyers.
I think it would be more than three.
I think it'll be like three lawyers.
Doesn't like depending on what they're going after.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 3 lawyers, 5 paralegals, 10 assistants.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds about
3
right.
3 lawyers, 5 paralegals, and 5 junior lawyers.
5 junior letters.
Something
Lost
like
students.
that. Well, we'll see what comes out of that. Because I also haven't heard any more news on the Uniswap Wells notice either. So
No,
we'll see
I
what
haven't
comes
seen
about all
anything
these
about
wall notices that have been sent out this year. But on that note, do you know what Coinbase witnessed?
that. Coinbase, a crime, a murder.
No crime. It witnessed
The murder of the. Sorry, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, it's the first transaction done between two AI agents.
Oh, really?
Meaning two AIs you traded with each other for assets.
Wow. How did that happen? How were they able to identify that? What was the trade?
So from the article I saw, it was just basically that. Let me see if it's here. Let me see if they specify how. So reading the article, it doesn't specify how. So this is what all it says. Armstrong explained that one AI agent, a bot designed to carry out a certain task, used crypto tokens to interact with another AI agent, and acquire AI tokens. These AI tokens are essentially strings of data that enable algorithms to learn from information. They use tokens to buy tokens, is what he said. It doesn't say.
It sounds.
It doesn't say
sounds
where
like
or anything. It just says it happened.
It sounds to me. I might be wrong in interpreting this a little bit wrong, but it sounds to me like the AI, the client, sent over some crypto to AI, the vendor, for some gems of knowledge. Yeah, so the AI, the client, can learn some new things, a thing or two, and improve its capabilities.
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds like the beginning of a decentralized what's the word? Autonomous? Not autonomous. What's the A stands for in AI now? Artificial intelligence. My bad.
Oh. Possibly. So it would have to get to the point where the AI itself can create its own wallets to be able to do this with.
Correct. Yeah, of course. Or
and then we'll have to see like how they are going to get that first initial funding, like to do it.
They'll probably just sell some of their knowledge.
Maybe.
Sell some knowledge, buy some knowledge.
And then just let it
interesting stuff right there. That's pretty cool. Black Mirror
gets interesting.
Skynet's on the horizon.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got two little bits of information that are pretty cool. You want to start with the, I don't know how to explain this. Forget it. I'm just going to say one of them. So, a Bitcoin miner just found a block. Wow, that happens every 10 minutes, Alex. What's so cool about that? This guy was a solo Bitcoin miner.
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah.
Awesome for him. Block number
and this was
800. Block number 858,978.
And it sounded like it was like it wasn't even a big rig. It was like a small rig, right?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, any in solo miner mining a single Bitcoin in this day and age is pretty insane. Yeah, the smaller the rig, the more insane that is. But the guy could have a beast of a small mine, and it'll still be pretty impressive.
True.
He earned 3.125 Bitcoin.
Nice.
That guy's set. I mean, as long as he holds it, set for a while.
No, because now he takes 1 Bitcoin and invests all that into making a bigger rig.
Yeah. No. Maybe not making a bigger rig, but giving his rig renewable free energy to be self-sufficient.
How would
And
it
in
do
that way, like solar, like either implementing solar panels or
investing in like
hydroelectric.
in a renewable power
In
source.
electricity. Yes, investing in a renewable power source with 1 Bitcoin. And then at that point, his small rig just A, paid for itself, B, paid for free energy. And then all it needs to do is just keep on mining. And that's just
Gotcha.
free money, essentially.
Yeah, also true.
I mean, he's going to have to maintain that. I say that free money, but free money doesn't exist.
Also true.
That's very cool for him. And then on the other side, Russia is going to be using crypto. Not legally, not like it's allowing crypto to be legal tender. Russia's just simply allowing Russian organizations and government organizations to use cryptocurrencies to try to circumvent any sanctions that they, yeah.
Awesome.
So they could get goods and services to Russia.
Well, not awesome, but good for them.
Yeah, good for them. For Russians' enemies, their plan essentially might have backfired because guess what?
You mean the U.S.? Because we're the only country that already has sanctions like that?
Probably. I think it's interesting to see Russia playing big boy moves over here, doing the right thing,
Doing something different.
It's interesting because it's still not considered legal tender in Russia. If anything, it's like still mostly banned. There's like a whole process.
But you can use it.
For yeah, but you could use it for trading outside of the country.
Not within the country?
Not within the country.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we'll see how that develops, I guess.
Yeah, so some people say that it's not going to work. Let's see if I have this here. I don't have. There was a group that said that it's likely not going to work. But I don't know. I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh, I remember part of the reason why they said. Big institutions like Coinbase, Consensus maybe even, and like smart contracts providers to like Tether, USDC type stuff will start sanctioning off Bitcoin or crypto wallets, which I don't think that will happen, but I guess it is some risks.
Well, I mean, on this whole sanctions and what they would do, it's similar to what happened with Binance, and that they froze crypto assets on Palestinian people that were using Binance, or that they considered bad actors. Like they froze the assets on the exchange. Clearly, not your keys, not your coin. So
yeah,
remove them off exchanges.
Get your coins off exchanges. The only reason why I still have some coins on exchanges, and the reason why I'm doing that is because
you have to have a little bit
on exchange. The only reason why I'm doing it is to prevent the pump from taking place, the fucking bull market, because the less coins these institutions have, the more people are going to be fighting for the prices. So as long as I hold it on there, they'll be like, oh, there's more available. That's a risky game, though, because you got to pull it out before you get pulled.
Or you sell it, depending what it is.
Yeah. But no, I plan on pulling it out relatively soon. I think I might get myself a new wallet.
I hold a few on exchanges, but it's mainly the ones you plan on selling at a certain time frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The rest of it's like not on exchanges. Because you don't want to deal with any headaches and things like that.
Facts. Big facts. True that.
So, Alex, I think we get into the Atari talk that we did a couple of episodes ago.
The fun stuff.
The funds. So, on that episode, I said I was going to do it. I did do it. You have to bridge over your ETH from ETH to base. Which the process itself is very streamlined. It's like you could just start clicking. It'll do it pretty, like, you know where to click next. Like always, ETH is expensive. I think I took my $50 in ETH.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not even you're not getting base. You're just moving over.
Yeah, you're not getting base.
ETH
You just put it to the base. Yeah, correct.
To the base chain. No, I'm just saying it.
No, I know. You're right. It just I forgot base doesn't have its own coin.
Yeah. So just like moving it over, there was a gas fee. That took not half, but took a fair amount of the funds.
Mm-hmm.
Like bridging it over. And then the bridges fee on top of that.
Ouch. But nonetheless, you got
But once you did that, you can just go ahead. Huh?
Yeah, but nonetheless, you got some ETH on base.
You got some ETH on base. You can go ahead, just mint the game itself. Like you go, since there's only one game when I did it, I just clicked on it, mint, and you just say how many you want to buy. You can buy more than one. I don't see why you would do that.
Yeah, that's
because it doesn't run out.
The website is
keep on playing.
It does. Yeah, the website's arcade.fun, right?
The website is called arcade.fund.
Fun.
Went ahead.
Fun, not fund.
Yeah,
F-U-N.
Yes.
Okay.
Went ahead, downloaded it, and played Asteroids. It wasn't the game I thought it was. I thought it was a different game. But the game I confused it with the game of like you're just the spaceship that goes side to side, and there's alien stuff coming at you.
That's Invaders.
That's Invaders. I realized that afterwards. This one is the asteroids are going everywhere, and you got to move around. The game's a lot harder than what you think, because like you use what's the words? The arrow keys to move, and it's just like you're very limited, and there's no brakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there is no brakes.
And then did that, and now they came out with another game. They released another game.
Atari's back at it again with another game.
So I've never heard of this one. They released BreakOut.
BreakOut. That sounds like is that the one with the platform on the bottom and then a bunch of blocks on top? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Sounds like the BreakOut I'd remember.
So I would have to share to let you know. Can you see? Are you seeing the one screen where the BreakOut is?
I see Asteroids and I see BreakOut. Yeah, BreakOut looks like it's the one I'm thinking about. So you're gonna mint it? Oh hell yeah!
Everything's already set up, so we don't gotta do much. We just gotta authorize this.
So it costs what, $3.60 to mint?
Yeah.
Oh, so William, you could probably mint more, so you could send it to someone.
Also, but we just got it.
Nice.
Let's see what it is.
William's playing BreakOut. Yes, it's the game I thought it was.
Oh, this is the game? Oh, Jesus, this shit moves.
Legion mode is activated.
Oh, it's the thing is, I'm clicking on the thingy-majiggers. It once it starts moving fast, it moves.
Mm-hmm.
and then you can just restart again.
So okay, so then your wallet, what happened? Your wallet like submitted the score or something?
Damn it, yes.
So you're getting 2 times points in degen mode is activated. That's funny. So then, yeah, the idea is to break all those blocks.
I assume that's the idea, but it's a little harder than what you think, dog. Okay.
No,
the thing doesn't move.
The way you think
doesn't
it moves,
move.
no.
Yeah, you see, and that one hit it.
Yeah, that one did hit it.
That one did hit it. You see, that one didn't. But then you put your email to enter, like, hopefully you win a prize, or you just enter and like do that. Let me exit. Can I exit? No.
Just kill yourself. Not actually. Pause.
But you see,
pause.
you can also do this. You can also like. Look how it looks.
Oh,
it's
so
cool.
like. Interesting.
You're not gonna play in that, but like.
Yeah, you could probably
also,
play this
like,
on your
short.
phone or something.
Yeah, you can also. Let's see if you can use these tabs real quick. They're on the side. No, you can't.
No. Oh no, William.
I'm sorry, I created a thing, but that was also cool. That's actually a pretty good game.
That's pretty cool. So I do want to say one thing. You did say that you ended up paying $50 in fees for Coinbase bridging.
I didn't say
Ethereum
50. I
over.
transferred over 50. I spent like 20 or 30 on fees.
Well, there is a way that you can
bucks.
avoid. There is a way that you can avoid that whole process of bridging. If you go on to Coinbase, you could just buy Coinbase wrapped ETH,
Yes.
and then be able to use that immediately. So the token for that, just CB for Coinbase, CB ETH. Essentially, you're just buying Ethereum on a Coinbase
on the
blockchain.
On the I didn't do that just because I was already like the money was already in a specific wallet. I just had to bridge it over.
You already had ETH. Might as well.
Oh, they're also coming out with Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin, CB Bitcoin.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But that's like interesting. Like it's pretty, and I mean, I'm also assuming like they're gonna get more games on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
Invaders is an Atari game, right?
Invaders, yeah. I think so.
That's gonna be my jam right there. We're gonna live stream Invaders when it comes out one day, or Pac-Man. I suck at that one, but we'll do that too.
That's cool.
I got nothing else.
Yeah.
We got one more thing we can talk about.
Okie dokie.
I lied to you.
What we got?
But before we
got?
get
What we
there,
got?
like, subscribe, follow if you made it this far. Hit the notification bell.
Thank
That's
you
what
for
we like
tuning in
the bullshit
so
we do.
much.
So
So,
this is a little bit of
what do
a
you got?
rant.
Okay.
So you saw what happened in Brazil? Are you aware?
No. Can't say I am.
Are you aware what's going on with Twitter in Brazil? I mean X in Brazil? No?
Yes, kinda. Like partially.
Okay.
Not really.
So the Brazilian government officially said that you cannot use X in Brazil. Removed it. But you can access it through a VPN still. Correct, right?
Mhm.
They said if they catch anyone using a VPN to access X, you will be fined $9,000.
Damn. That's insane.
So I'm gonna do a quick Google.
Just using. Oh wait. So, if you're using a VPN to access X,
Yes, that's gonna have a fine of $9,000.
what are you googling?
So they're gonna be fined $9,000, right? The average salary in Brazil per month across all industries and professions is around 8,590 BRLs, Brazilian whatever, La Libra or whatever. That is 1,770 USD per month, with an average person earning around $10 an hour. Huh?
I think it's reales.
Yeah.
Reales, something like that.
So the average person is making between $800 to $1,200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna find them 9,000 USD.
Yeah, that's the majority of their year's salary.
That is their salary.
They will be in debt for like the next 25, 30 years. Yeah.
And they're some dude with some big ones went out and goes, in Brazil, we do not have X anymore since midnight. I am tweeting this with a VPN. His name, Marcel Van Hatman. He is a Brazilian elected official, defies Supreme Court order, and uses X with a VPN.
That guy's a fucking goat. What's his name?
I'll just send you the tweet if you want.
Oh yeah, send it to me. That's goat status right there. That guy has huge donkey balls. I mean that in
just
the
tweeted
best
it.
way possible.
And just went boop.
That's wild.
So, and then Elon was going around telling people you don't have to only use the app. You can also use the web services through your phone and access it that way. You'll still need a VPN, but you don't need the app itself to do it. Craziness.
That is pretty wild.
No, that's
Damn,
all
that
I
sucks
got.
for Brazil. Well, since you bring that up, I do want to talk about an absolute legend, another legend that I witnessed today. This guy, I think he might be my new hero. Yeah, I saw this live. His name is Matt.
Oh, this is from the Olympics. You told us, yeah.
Matt Stutzman. This guy is an absolute baller. Absolute baller. He is the gold medalist, U.S. gold medalist, Paralympic archer. This guy won the Paralympics.
How did he shoot?
In archery with his right foot. He held that thing up. He did everything with his right foot.
Okay.
And his precision was dirty.
What was his score? What
Absolutely dirty, man. He scored on the gold-winning competition 148 points. Perfect score is 150 points.
What's the perfect score?
150.
Perfect score is 50? 150?
150, yeah.
And he got 148 or 149?
148.
Ooh.
Yeah, he scored, so it's 5 rounds of 3 arrows.
5 rounds of 3 arrows.
Yes. And then your target range, like normal target, with bullseye being an X, or a bullseye being an X. There's another bull, but it still counts as 10 points. There's like the 10-point circle, 9-point circle, 8-point circle.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys end in a tie, so if let's say the score was 148 and 148, it would default to how many bullseyes X's you get. If it's tie, then it goes to a shootout. This guy went to a shootout like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
What?
Not for the final one, but like throughout the like going up, like in the bracket.
Yeah.
I think I saw him in two shootouts.
And he smoked them.
And one of them, I caught him on that first shootout, and I was like, "Yo, this guy's shooting with his foot," and then he's like, "Oh, he's USA," and then he shoots it, and it's dead center. Me and my roommate go berserk. We're like, "Oh, damn!" And then we're like, "This is lit. This is crazy." He started playing more games, and we're like, "This is the most entertaining thing so far today." The guy smoked China left and right. Essentially,
That's
he won.
crazy.
And the reason why I say smoked is because the two Chinese Paralympic archers had both of their arms. This guy had zero. This guy had zero arms, William.
This guy had no arms and smoked him with his feet. He's like, I'm gonna show you how you do it.
Yeah. He for some reason.
So wait,
he was.
I'm gonna ask
First of all-
because I'm an asshole. What were the Chinese's thing? Our homie had
They
no
were
legs. Had no arms. What were they?
They were in wheelchairs.
What were they missing?
They were in wheelchairs. They weren't missing anything. They were just in wheelchairs. I think
Oh, so
they
they
might have
couldn't
been
walk.
faking it. Yeah,
That's messed up. That's messed up to say, dog. Okay, that's kind of fucked up. But I see where you're going with this.
Do it.
This might be a good reel, though. This might be a good reel right here. Marlito, pay attention. That's why.
All I know.
Maybe
All I
we were
know.
faking it. The homies in the wheelchairs were faking it. So
all I
our
know-
homie with the no arms though lit them up.
Goated up, lit them up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he's an entertainer. Like I'm telling you, every time he took a shot, he would like throw his nub around into the sky. he like kind of like he kind of scratched one of his shots, and he's like
He did that on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, it looked like he did. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looked like he did. He shook it off. He put his bow down, and then he gave the crowd a thumbs up with his foot. And then
He put his big toe up.
yeah. So I'm looking at him, and he goes, and then me and my roommate were like, "Oh, that's a thumbs up."
I can't even do that.
We're like, "That's a thumbs up." Like, he's good.
That's
Paralympics.
That's crazy.
I saw some other. We were watching some like other sports also. I'm not gonna lie, very entertaining, very entertaining for all the wrong reasons, but still competitive. I'm not gonna say they aren't competitive because they are very competitive. It's just
I'm gonna be
interesting to
honest with
see
you. I think
people-
if he smoked out, listen, I'm gonna interrupt you. I think if he smoked out the people with the wheelchairs, I think he'll smoke out the people in the regular ones, like the non-Paralympic ones. I think he'll smoke them out.
Yeah, so that's what we were saying. We were like talking about like how it's actually probably easier to do it in a wheelchair because you don't have to balance yourself with your legs
Yeah.
or like sitting down. And
Yo, I'm gonna say give our man. What's his name?
Matt. Matt. He has a weird last name.
You said Stutzman.
Matt Stutzman.
Get him on the regular USA archery team and let them smoke him and let's see what he can do. Let him cook.
Right. Let him cook. That's what I was saying. I was like, this guy needs to go to the
Because
regular
what's the
Olympics.
difference? Like what? Like you're standing up on two legs. I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
the fuck? What are we doing here? I think you smoke them out. If you're a better shooter, like it doesn't matter if I'm shooting seated or not. What's the difference here?
Yeah, but that was super entertaining. I had a beautiful day today. That was a great way to start my day. Just seeing USA smoke China like that, like the guy was up there.
And they had hands.
You know? And they had hands. Oh, it was funny because the first dude that he beat, he gave him like the Chinese guy was gonna give him a present, but then the Chinese guy realized he didn't have hands. It was like so that he gave it to like his partner that was there helping him out. And then so what Matt ended up doing was he gave him an arrow. I was like, the Chinese people are very sportsmen, have good sportsmanship.
Nah, no one said it was wrong. I'm just glad they smoked him out though with his feet. He was like,
Yeah, of course. In classic Olympic fashion, you gotta support your country. Like, I'm not gonna lie, China should be hella proud because they got two people up there.
For sure. On Olympic topic and off topic,
Mm-hmm.
can you talk about supporting country? You're an American. I'm also an American, but our parents were born in another country.
Cuban.
Right? They're Cuban. I was also born there, and then I immigrated to the U.S., right? And then got my citizenship. U.S. till the day we die, right?
Wetback.
This should make us proud as Cubans. What's up?
Yeah, nothing. Continue.
Oh, you're trying to make jokes? You're trying to make jokes? I see.
Yes, sir. Continue.
So, I was seeing stats.
Mhm.
Since I'm gonna help you out with the joke. The Cuba.
I know what this. Uh-huh.
Cuba won wrestling this year.
Okay.
They won gold. That's a fifth time. The same dude that won it was the fifth time he wins it in a row.
Wow. That's impressive.
Do you know who got second place?
Who?
A guy from Chile, right?
Uh-huh.
You know where he was born and where he trained?
I know where.
Cuba.
Hell yeah. I had a feeling.
So I forgot for what sport this was. Gold, silver, and bronze. They played for Italy, Spain, France, all these other countries. Do you know where all three of those people were from?
The Mother Island.
The Mother Island.
Cuba. Hell yeah.
Cubans are everywhere, dominating in other countries.
That's what we do, baby. That's what
Bro.
we do.
We're fucking cockroaches, dog.
No, dog. That's not what it is. This is what
We don't die.
This is what it is.
We don't die. We go everywhere else and we just win.
We thrive everywhere, but Cuba. Cubans
Nah,
everywhere around the world start thriving, except for Cuba.
100%.
But that's a whole political thing, and too much generational trauma to unpack there.
Tom back there. At this point, just nuke the island. At this rate,
Jesus Christ, no! With him, we have family over there.
dude, I don't. I mean, I do, but
Yeah.
not a lot.
Nah, you don't. I do.
I don't got much over. I mean, my dad has family over there, but not enough.
I got a cousin.
It's a joke.
He's not related to you.
We're not nuking.
He's not. He's not related to you.
Nah, fuck him.
It's all good.
But yeah, bro, Cubans are just out here winning in Olympics for other countries. Like, it's all good. And their names are mad Cuban. Like, Cuban has names.
Bringing
Dog, I wish I could find
bringing
this.
pride to the. We're bringing pride to the countries that support us.
Dog. And they just winning everywhere.
Yeah, the only reason why Cuban Olympians compete and try to win is so they could spend as much time out of Cuba as possible.
And get more food.
Yeah, because they only feed the athletes. Well, not even.
They only feed the athletes, and they feed you more if you win. It's very important. Oh, I can't find the post. Whatever. Oh, lastly, crypto-related thing. Fear and greed index is also on the floor. Is that this is from a post from August 31st, and this was when price was at 58,970. Fear and greed was at 26, like super.
Oh, wow.
Fearful.
Super.
So I haven't even looked at it today, so I can imagine it's even lower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. Well,
Oh,
I got no more.
one last thing.
You got.
I got one last thing.
One more.
Because I just saw it post pull up on my trending, and it's Mark Cuban. So
The
Mark
one and
Cuban
only.
did yeah, the one and
The
only.
one and only.
So Mark Cuban did a poll on his X account, and the question was, whose persona would you rather your daughter or your child have? And character
Uh-oh.
was the question.
Uh,
The question was
Uh-oh.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Who do you think won that? Who do you think won the poll?
That's a rough one, William. That's a very rough one.
What do you think the outcome of that poll was?
I would assume seeing how it was Cuban, I want to say Kamala.
Okay, I'm gonna reread it. Whose persona and character would you like to see young children grow up to have? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
You see, the thing is, this is a very dependent situation because who follows Mark Cuban?
Alex, answer the questions.
I said Kamala. I said I think it's Kamala.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you the details. It got 804,000. 800. It got 804,173 votes.
Wow.
It was that's a lot of votes.
That's a lot of votes.
Kamala Harris got 31.1% of them. Donald Trump got 68.9% of them.
Wow.
The majority rather have children growing up with Trump's characteristics or
Than
character
Kamala's character.
than Kamala.
Uh-huh.
And this is from Mark Cuban's Twitter, X, which, as you were saying, not his demographic, his politics
ideology
would lead you to believe that more people follow him that are liberal, left wing, and Democrats.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would assume, but
Right?
clearly.
So it's kind of crazy that you're saying that this amount of people. Also, you can't really gauge like if the voters are real people or like how many bots, all this and that. Right? That's
we could also we could also assume that it's not really just because Mark's politics are more left leaning nowadays doesn't mean that he's being followed by more right leaning individuals.
Also, yeah, it doesn't, yeah. But it's still like a surprising number because it's not even close.
Yeah, I would think it would be pretty close. Like if
it's not even close. I wasn't expecting that, but it's not even close. But that's the last thing I want to share. That's just kind of crazy.
That is pretty interesting. I'm glad that he posted that because that gets the people talking.
And it's like a thing of like he probably wasn't even expecting that response.
Yeah, he probably wasn't.
He was probably like, "Well, this backfired."
That's funny. I wonder what his response is gonna be.
I don't. Let me see if he said anything before we hop off. If there's anything below here. No, he only responded to like the first 2 tweets, but nothing else. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Nah, there's not. There's a few retweets of like Trump probably being an idiot on media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he replied to Elon because he goes, "Hey Elon, how come there were 804K votes for the poll, but only 656K in engagement in the analytics?" That was like the only thing I see here. That's one of his most recent things. That's it. There's nothing else about it. No, I don't got nothing else now. Now I'm done.
Now
we're
done. Cool.
Now we're done.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
So you see, guys, we have to give you an extra long one because of we're gonna be gone in a week. I'm gonna be gone a week.
Yeah, gives me some content to work with. Hopefully we get some stuff out for you guys.
With that, like, subscribe,
follow, share, comment. Thank you.
The whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us on another week
of your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted
Crypto Podcast.
Heyo.
Heyo.